Okay. For this course, engineering drawing, the main purpose of this to learn how to prepare 3D model, okay, using software called Autodesk Inventor. We have book here that we are following, and this book have different chapters. So we have creating the base feature, additional sketching tool, advanced sketch edit tool, sketch secondary feature, create pick and place feature, work feature equation, additional feature, model and display manipulating, fixing problems, sweep, loft, duplication tool, and features relationship. They are teaching you in the beginning how to create your base feature. And for Autodesk Inventor, this is the software. Okay, once you start in the software, you click on File, New. Okay, you want to create your first model or your first 3D model. Okay, the way to do this, it will start from the left side. It's called template. Once you have template here, if you click on the template here, you will find nothing here. So you have to click one button down and click also open the arrow. You will find metric and English. Mold design, all template, we don't use them. So let's go to English and metric. What's the difference between them? The first one, English, it used unit regarding to inch unit. So if you want to draw part with drawing given to you has dimension with inch unit, you start English. But if your drawing has millimeters, you should go to metric. So this is the only difference between this template and this template. If you draw in inch using millimeter, the dimension will be later error, will be wrong. And also if you draw in metric and you want to do something in inch, there will be error. So let's start with metric. This one I will choose in metric here. I will find here 4 categories. Can you see? Part, create 2D and 3D object, assembly, assemble 2D, assemble that means bring component, bring part and put them together. Okay, as an example, part, I create a single part in an engine. Assembly, I put the part together to make engine. Okay, this is assembly. Drawing, I create workshop engineering drawing. Like when you have a 3D model and you give the shape. As an example, can you see here down, you will find here shape, thumbnail. This shape, if I give you this shape, and I will tell you, take this model, picture, I give you picture, and go manufacture it for me. It's a 3D, I'll take image on the phone, and you go manufacture it to me. How you will be manufacturing this? You will not be able. Why? Because you don't have measurement. You cannot print it on 3D printer, you cannot put it in the CNC machine, you cannot put it in router, you cannot do anything because you need dimension. From where I put the dimension? In this one, in drawing. So in the third one, drawing, I go, take the part and orient the view, top view, front view, right side view, isometric view. Orient, that means put the part in different view. I look the part from the top, I look to the part from the front. I have to show the client or the customer or the students or my manager or anyone to show him the part from every angle and apply dimension. The last one called presentation. What presentation do is you create assembly and you create like some kind of animation. When someone click play, it will move away the part and it will show exploded view. So he will understand where this part fixed and which part come first. As an example, you need to put the part. You need to put screwdriver, bolt, screw. So should I put the nut first or I put the screw? Should I put part 1 or part 2? In this presentation, you show exploded view with animation. So everyone will see, your assembly will understand which part you need to manufacture first. You need to assemble first. Okay, let's start. I will click on metric here. I will click on standard part millimeter and I click on create. Now this is the menu that I have. Okay, I have tools here, or the main toolbar. When I find my tools, extrude, revolve, sweep, create tool, modify tool, and I found tab here, tab. These tabs, for our purpose, our engineering drawing, we might not use all of them. You only will focus on 3D model and sketch. We will not use these. Okay, we might use view, that's it. But the other part we will not use. So 3D model, sketch, and maybe we'll use view. Okay, but other tabs we will not use. For the left side here, you will find model browser. What's model browser mean? Anything I create in the drawing here, in the middle of the drawing here, anything I draw, it will show me in the left side icon for it. This is called history for the drawing. As an example, I will make something fast. I will create start 2D sketch. I will create here a 2D drawing like this. I will finish. You will find now on the left side, I have what? Sketch 1. So anything I draw here, it will go to the left side area as a reference for me. Okay? So this will be my reference, which is sketch 1. If I create sketch 2, it will be here. Anything will be in this area. In the right side here, you will find pan, move the part, but it will not move the part from the coordinate system. It just fix the part on the screen. And if you by mistake do like this, zoom in, and you click on pan, you make it like this. You scroll in the mouse, it will go zoom in, zoom out. So this is just showing you the view. You click on orbit, it will rotate. Okay, right click. Okay, now the views. If you click on the top view here in this box, you will find down x-axis and z-axis, and you cannot find y-axis, because when you click on one view, all the time when you click on one view, you can see 2 dimensions in one view, like x and z, or x and y, or y and z. But if I want to see the object in 3D, I have to click on the home position here. It will show me top, front, right side. It will show me side 1, side 2, and side 3. All the object has width, depth, and height. So 3 dimensions. I will show you example. Edit sketch. This one, dimension here. This one called width. What's the width of the object? Let's say 50. This one called depth. Inside, what's the depth? Okay, let's say 20. When you finish, you need height. So this dimension called height. Let's say 40. Now you have 3D. You have width, you have depth, and you have height. Okay? Okay. I will delete this one, and I will start again showing you how to start dealing with this software. I will show you, of course, also from our PDF here, chapter 2, creating the base feature. Creating the base feature, what do you mean by creating the base feature? That means create the first feature that we have. Here in Inventor, they call these extrude, revolve, sweep, loft, they call them features. Okay, so create the base feature, and then later you can build on it. I can start with box and then end with car or with engine. So I have to start with something. This is called base feature. You cannot draw a car by creating one click, you click car. It's not possible. You have to start with feature, which is square, circle, cylinder, extrude, like this. So in the objective, learning objective of this PDF or of this course, of this chapter, only this lecture 2, chapter 2, the learning objective to create a new part model using predefined template, create sketch by appropriately select the sketch plane, project reference into sketch plane using locating entity, create dimension and constraint to 2D sketch, 2D entity in the sketch, Then create 3D solid base feature and make change again to the sketch whenever you need. Okay, I'll start with you step by step so you will not get confused. For the first one, create a new part using predefined template. This one, file, new, this one, template. And we talked about it. I said we go either English or metric. So how to create a new part? I choose metric. I go to standard part millimeter. This one. Don't go to sheet metal. Sheet metal is for thin parts. See, like this. And don't go to den because it's different standard. We need millimeter. So create new part using predefined template. This is predefined standard and create. This is number one. We done from number one. See this one. We finished from number one. Number two, create sketch by appropriately select sketch plan or plane. High sketch from here, start to the sketch, and then select which work plane you want. That's it. Select, create sketch by appropriately select sketch plane, start to the sketch. Now tell you which work plane you want. Do you want to work on the top view, front view, right side view, where you want to work? It's up to you. And it's based on the model. Some of the parts you cannot create, as an example, like Burj Khalifa Tower, you cannot create it down. You have to create it from ground to top. You cannot create it from right to left. Okay? So based on the drawing. In this case, let's say I choose this one. I click create. Which work plane I choose? I choose XZ. Can you see down? XZ plane. Which is, I can see the part from the top view. So create sketch by appropriately select sketch plane. We done from this one. Now project reference into sketch plan use locating entity. Okay. Which axis I have? I have X and Z. I go to origin here. I found X work plane, which is plane like 2 dimensions. Then I go to axis, which is 1 dimension only. Here they want me to project reference. I go to project, as you can see, project, click on it, and I go to X. I will make zoom X, not work plane. Sorry, I will not select this one. I want only axis. Project again. I go to X. And what other work axis I have? Z. Why I don't have Y? Because Y I cannot see it. It's perpendicular to my eyes. I cannot see it. So I project only X, and I project Z. Right click. I click OK. So create reference into sketch plane. Yes, we done this one. Now create dimension and constraint to the 2D sketch. Okay, I will start using, as an example, rectangle. I will put the rectangle here. I will make a circle. I will make another circle. Let's say here. Okay. Now, if you look to the sketch, you will find the color of this sketch is purple. The color of the sketch is purple. What does color mean? This mean is not constrained. This sketch is not constrained. What do you mean by not constrained? That means if I click here on the line and move it here, the circle will remain outside the boundary that I created, which is not the part that I need. If I click on this circle, move it here, I can manually move it. So if any mistake happen while I am designing, I will lose the location of the entity. So purple color is not required, or it's not advisable to work when you have purple color. So Control Z undo, Control Z again undo. Create dimension and constraint. I have to create dimension. Look, if I create dimension here, use dimension this one. Let's say 145. I create dimension here. Let's say 100. Now I will create dimension for the circle. because I don't want by mistake someone to click on the circle by mistake and increase it like this. If I didn't, I can increase it. But now if I click, I cannot increase it because it has 25 already fixed. So I click here, let's say 35. Okay. Okay. Now, do you think I am fully constrained? We create dimension and constraint. Constraint, we did not create constraint. What's the constraint? This is the constraint. In the top, you'll find constraint, which is coincident, collinear, concentric, parallel, perpendicular, vertical, horizontal, tangent, smooth, symmetric, equal. We did not do this. We did not create constraint. Okay, I will show you how to create constraint. You have to. As an example, let's say I don't have 35. I want this circle and this circle to have the same dimension. I will go to constraint. I'll click on equal. I click on the first circle. I click on the second circle. Now, both of them has dimension of 25, even if this one is not showing me 25, but it has constraint. If you change it, it will not change. It will show you here equal. That means equal to this one. See, equal to this one. Okay. I want this circle and this circle to be in the same line, vertical. I go to constraint. I go to vertical. And I choose this point and this point. Now, if you move this one, the other one will move with it. This is called constraint. Okay, if someone tell me, okay, but I forget what constraint I added to my drawing. How can I go back and edit the constraint? You can go click down here, show all constraint, or press F8 on the keyboard, F8. If you press F8, you will show all the constraint. Then you will go here, you will make zoom here, and see what constraint. I have this one and this one vertical. I have this one and this one equal. I have this one perpendicular, this line perpendicular to this line. I have this line parallel to this line. Can you see the green? They are highlighted together because they are parallel. This one also horizontal. This one parallel to this one. I have lots of constraints. Okay, but I have small problem. What? I still have purple color and I want to get rid of the purple color. So that means I need to add more dimension or more constraint. Okay. What do you think the first dimension that I'm missing is? The location. Look. The rectangle has correct size 145 by 100, but it doesn't have exact location. I don't know where is the location as respect to the coordinate system. Is it to the right 5 points or 5 degrees? Is it to the left? I don't know where's the location of this one in this space. So I click on dimension and I say I want this one. Let's say this one instead of 145, 140. I go to dimension. I say from here to don't move your hand. Don't click anything. Go to this reference. Do you remember when we project geometry and we choose the reference? Now go to this reference and click on it and move up and choose 70. What do you notice about these colors? It changed to black. That means the location of this rectangle cannot go right or left anymore because I tell the software that this 140, half of it start from the center, go to the right 70, go to the left 70. Now it's fully constrained. What about this one? I didn't mention anything regarding y-axis. Okay, I go here. I go click from the center and click here. After press on dimension, click here and click here. And I say 50. Now also I can see purple color for the rectangle. But still the circles, they can move because I did not control their location. Okay, I will another dimension from here to the center or to this edge, let's say 30. From here, okay, now I fixed it in this direction in X, but still in Z, it's not fixed, because if you go here, if you go like this, I will hide the constraint by press F8 on the keyboard. If you go here, it will go up. This one might go down. So I need also to have dimension in two axes all the time. Remember, the dimension in two axes. If you are working in XZ plane, that means the direction in X and in Z. Okay, I did the dimension, this one 30 from this side. I will make it from this side, upper side. Now another 30. Now from here to here, it's 30 because do you remember when I choose vertical constraint? Now the software asked me, why you want to make the dimension from here to here 30? You already told me adding this dimension will over constrain. You already told me that this one has a line with the other one. But I need to tell the software that from here to here is 30. Now if you look to the sketch, you will find that all my sketch turn from purple to black. That means if you move the part, if you move the sketch from here to here, nothing will be moved. This one constraint, I can hide it. But the sketch itself will not move. If by mistake do like this, try to move, try to do anything, the sketch will remain at the same place. So number 4, create dimension and constraint. We finished it. Create solid 3D base feature, your first solid. Okay, you click on finish. Can you see here finish? You click on finish. I will make this one more large. I will make this one more area so you can see. I click on finish and I will click on extrude. I will choose this one, this one, this one, and this one. It will tell me, do you want this one to be up or down? I choose up. Do you want the value to be 20? You want the 20 to be divided in middle, as an example, 10 up and 10 down. Do you want to have two dimensions, one in the top and one in the bottom alone, like separately? You choose this value as an example 100 and this value 5. Do you want to divide balance or up or down? Let's say I want up. Do you want to add angle to this one? Let's say 20 degree or 45, like this. If you look from the side, your part will be like this with angle. If you want, you can add it. Do you want to make it minus 45? So the angle will be inside. But see here, because you have holes, so you will have problem now. Or minus 10 at least. If you don't want, you can say no, 0. I don't want anything. I want it to be flat and to be vertical. So I click OK. So this will be my create 3D solid base feature. This is my 3D. I created the 3D. Okay. Now it asks me, make change to the sketch. Make change to the sketch. Okay. You will notice here, when I told you in the model browser, in this area, you have model browser. I told you it will keep the history for your work. What if by mistake you don't have this one, or you close it? If you click add, you can click model browser again. Okay, add model browser, or you can go to view, user interface, model browser. Okay, so 2 ways to do it. Okay, now they ask me to make change to the sketch. Sketch, there is 2 things. There is something called feature and something called sketch. This one, what it's called extrusion, this is feature. If you find here plus sign, if you collapse this one, you will find sketch. The sketch below this one, it's called sketch. This is the sketch, and this is the feature. So if you are asked to change, modify the sketch, you have to go click on the arrow here, open, and click on the sketch and right click, edit sketch. If you click edit sketch, now look what I can change. 140, I want to make it 200. I want to make it 300. Do I want the part to be aligned in the center or no? If I want the part to be aligned in the center, I can change this 70 to 150 because 300 divided by 2 will be. If I don't want it to be in the center, I can choose it to be 20, any value. Do I want to change the depth of the part? This is the width. Do I want to change the depth 100 to 150 as an example? You can. Finish. The software automatic will update. Automatic. You don't need to do anything. It will automatic update. So we finish from creating the sketch feature. Okay. So I show you step by step how to start with the part. I'll show you step by step how to choose the template, how to choose work plane, how to choose your first sketch, and how to create your first feature. So this is what we need to. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. So how to create new part, predefined template, how to create sketch by using the sketch plane, how to project reference. You remember when you project the X and Z, how to create dimension and constraint to turn the sketch from purple to black, and how to create 3D model when we click on extrude and give it height. And I showed you can make it up, you can make it down, you can make it half, taper angle, or, and then how to make edit by going here, right click, and edit sketch. And you can change. If someone told me, I don't want to change the sketch, I want to change the feature, you can go here, right click on the feature, extrude, right, and say edit feature. This will allow you again to choose, do you want it up, do you want it down, do you want it middle, do you want to add angle, or change the dimension, 28, make it 60, make it 100. Is this clear? Okay. So I will go again down. I see with you, browse with you the PDF file that we are studying, and I will see what the new things that we might forget to cover. Create a new part file using the default template. We use this one. There is inch and there is millimeter, and I told you the difference between them. You go to English template and you choose the template. You choose English or you choose metric, and based on this one you create the part from here. And for our purpose we choose metric, and we click on standard part millimeter. Then after that you go down here and click on create. Okay. Then you choose work plane to work on. This one called XY plane. And on XY plane, you have axis. You have X axis. And you have Y axis. I think this is the X axis. XY, one of them X, one of them Y. It will be like this. Like this is Y. And this is X, as an example. Okay? So X alone, axis alone, it's one line. But if you say XY plane, that means all this area. Okay, this work plane. Okay, what if I want to work in XZ plane? The same. You have here X, Y, Z, or XZ. XZ plane, that means you have X axis, which is this one, and you have Z axis, which is this one. So XZ plane, all this area. Okay. Then there is something here they are telling you, turn the visibility on for the origin. This one I didn't show it to you, but it's just go here to the origin, and you can right click and visibility on, and keep it if you want. Right click and visibility on, right click and visibility on. That's it. If you want to show the work plane, you can do it, but usually designers or students or instructors who work in Inventor, they don't want to show the work plane. They want to use them only, but you don't need to show them. As an example, I can click here and I can create sketch on this work plane without having the visibility on. Sketch base feature, we did sketch the base feature. They are telling you to start, define work plane. All this information I cover with you. Here are the work plane you can choose from. And you create a new sketch, project, entity, as I show you this one, project geometry. Do you remember here when I told you, go to right click, edit sketch, and use this one, this icon, project geometry. And here they're telling you this is feature code project geometry. Okay, project geometry to project X axis and Z axis. And this PDF is very useful. Okay, I will upload it for you on the Blackboard, so you will go and learn from it. You can practice. Sketch entity. You have line, you have rectangle, you have circle, you have slot, you have. By the way, this one, line, circle, slot, rectangle, I covered already in my previous lecture. Okay, it's uploaded to you on the Blackboard. You can go and check this lecture. I showed you how to draw line, rectangle, circle, slot in details. Sketching revolve section. This is something different. If you notice here, once I create my first feature, which is extrude, if you go here, you'll find this one, extrude. Extrude, it gives the sketch height. Okay. What if I want to do something different? I don't want to give the sketch height. I want to rotate the sketch to create different shape. You can go to File, New, Create, Standard Parameter, Create, and then go to Start, 2D Sketch, and choose this work plane as an example. Okay? Now, if you do like this, as an example, here is line, 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 let's say line, line. Let's say I have this shape. Okay. I can finish the sketch. I can give it height, as we said, yeah, like this one. Do you remember when I told you you can do this? But I don't want to do this. I want to create revolve feature. I go to revolve. I click on my profile. I choose axis of revolution. I want to revolve this one around this axis. So I click on axis and I click here. And now I have like this shape. What this feature do is it will revolve my sketch any angle that you want. If you go to revolve, right click, edit feature, you'll find that the default is 360, but you can change it. You can say, I want, as an example, 180. What happens is you will revolve the object 180. If you click OK, this is what you get. You can click on this corner to rotate the part. Okay, right click feature. I don't want this 180, I want this 180. Click here. Now you don't need to rotate, you can see it. Okay, what if you want edit feature? What if you want 270? You can do it like this. Okay, any angle. Okay, so we explain this one. Here they are explaining to you three things. The first thing that if you create the sketch and you choose this axis, this line, which is part of the sketch, as a reference axis, I will make the angle 360. You will have like this shape. But if you click on this axis, edit sketch, and you create a line here, far away from the sketch, in this area, and you choose here, edit feature, and you choose the work axis, you delete clear selection, and you select the work axis to be this one. What will happen is you will have hole in the middle. Because like in this case here, this is the distance from here to here, and it will create another distance parallel because the part will be like this. So there will be another distance here. This distance is a hole. Hi. This one is this one. Okay? So all you have to do, let's say I will delete the feature, I will keep the sketch. When you have part like this, to think about it. Do I need to make a hole in the middle? If your part required to make a hole, you can move the axis of revolution away. If you don't need, you can use this axis, this one, as a revolution, like this. Revolve this one, and the axis is this one. And that's it. You will revolve the part. Okay. Invalid, it's not appropriate, or it will not work. Not appropriate. It will not work. It's invalid to choose the axis intersect with the body, because it will not be able to revolve around itself. Okay, because this one is inside the sketch. You see, this is the sketch, and this one is inside it, like this. You cannot make it. Okay. Dimension, dynamic input for sketch. When you are sketching like this one, right-click, edit sketch. Let's say you are making line. Can you see here? When you make line, this one I can see XY axis. But when I click on line, it will transfer to line and angle. As you can see in the PDF here. This is the degree, and this is the distance. See? Let's say line. Let's say I want 100. You press tab on the keyboard, tab. You create the angle. Let's say 45. So it will create 100 and at 45 degrees. Okay? If you click on rectangle, you will not see angle. See, you will find only 2 dimensions, width and depth. Let's say 100, then tab on the keyboard 70. I have precise measurement now. If you go here, you will find the same 2 dimensions. And they are telling you here to press tab on the keyboard to change between them. They are giving you the information in the PDF. So I strongly recommend it for you to read the PDF. See, you can change, you can swap by pressing tab. Okay. Let's go down to enable heads-up display. Tools option, click, go to tools, application options. Tools, click application option, and there is here, let's say to sketch. Setting. Display constraint, show constraint, edit dimension, create dimension for input value. I recommend you not to change in this one. Enable head-up display, this one. See, this one, head-up display. When you go to sketch, when you go to application option, in the sketch, this one, enable head-up display. This one, as an example, if you don't have it, what will happen to your sketching? You will have something like this. Look at me. You have something like this. Sketch. You go to line, create line. You will not find angle and width. If you go to rectangle, you will not find depth and width. Why? Because you don't have enable. You did not enable head up display. So you have to enable head up display. But don't worry, it will be automatically enabled for you. So that's it. They are teaching you how to create XY, how to use the reference, how to use the center of revolution. Yes, there is one important note here called linear dimension. When you are creating sketch, as an example, I will file new standard part millimeter. I will create. Okay. When I start 2D sketch and I create this one, and let's say I want to create revolve. Okay. When I create like this part, and similar to this one, I want to draw this one. Okay. So I will line here dimension. I will put here dimension. Okay. And I will create, let's say, like this shape. Okay. Okay. Let's. I'm planning to do like this shape. So the distance here, if you click on this one and click on the center, it will give me 5. Here in the book, in the PDF, you can see 11 and you can see the 5. This 5, it's called 5. It represents diameter. But when you input like this number, this is the radius. So how to get this 5? Simply click on this line and click here on center line. Now the inventor will understand that this dimension, now you want it to become diameter because you want to make revolution, center of revolution, because this center used for revolution. Okay, so one more time. When you create line, click on this line and go to the top here, you'll find something called center line in format, center line. Click on center line. And then you click again dimension from here to the center line, it will take it the whole diameter. So now exactly you can type 11 and you can come here from here to here and type as an example 12 or whatever value you need, or let's say 14. Now when you click finish the sketch and revolve, see even the software now did not ask me for axis because it's automatically recognized that this axis is the line that I converted to axis. Okay, there is one important note regarding the format which I didn't tell you. Here, do you remember? Okay, I will do it again. Let's say I will change this value to 150. Okay, I will delete all these. I will finish the sketch. When you go to right click, delete, you want to delete the extrude, the software will give you a message here. It will tell you, do you want also to delete the sketch that you create in the beginning? If you didn't change anything, you said here, like this, it will delete everything. But maybe you need the sketch. So when you do like this, delete, remember, if you need the sketch, remove this tick from here and say OK. It will remove only the feature, will not remove the sketch. OK. One more step I didn't tell you. Now when I click extrude, OK, and I click here, 1, 2. How many profiles here? 2, 3, 4. I have 4 profiles. I click OK. Why I have 4 profiles? I only draw 1 rectangle and 2 holes. It should be 1 profile, 1 closed profile. The reason is I will make delete and I will keep the sketch. The reason is you have to go to right click, edit sketch. Do you remember when we project these two lines? You have to click on this line and convert it to construction. This one. This will make the line hidden and it will not make it a profile. Click here again and change to construction. Now, what you will have only one closed profile. This all will become one. Look, extrude. This one. See, one profile. You don't have 4, you don't have 2, you don't have 3. This is very important. A lot of students, when they make work in their project, they get slower because the part that you are creating, this is simple part. This is only box. But later you will create box and attachment to a box and slot and maybe gear or something. You don't need all the time to go pick. This is mistake. You have to choose the appropriate tool that Inventor provide you. Why they are providing you with this tool? See, you as an example, I create here another profile. I don't want this profile to be taken into account. I click on this profile. I click here. I click on the construction. Now I change it to construction. Now this profile is hidden, is not appear when I click finish. See, extrude. Okay. Some of you might ask why, if this is hidden, why or not affected, why I need it. I will tell you why. Sometimes you need to do something like this. Let's say one of the part they ask you to create circles. They need 4 circles, but they need 4 circles on the corner of rectangle. Yeah. Let's say you have land, your land. You have land, and this land is square, so it is 20 tab 20. And they ask you to draw swimming pool. They want swimming pool, 4 swimming pools, but the swimming pool at the corner of the square. So one here. Let's say 15, and one here. Or you can just copy, or you can mirror. Let's say I want to copy this one and this one from this corner to this corner. Now you have 4. If you click finish, you still have to pick this one, or this one, this one, or this one. You don't need to go into these details. You go right click, edit sketch, and click on the square, or tab control on the keyboard, control. So you, or shift, you select it all and go to construction. Now you get benefit of the square. You used it in your drawing, but when you go to extrude, it will not appear. See? Even if you go here, you want to select it. See, like this. You want to select anything here, you can't. But go here, it will select it. So this one called construction line, this one here at the corner, construction line, is very important. So now we go down. We talked about construction line. We talked about dimension, constraint. I talked to you about the constraint. Tangent, this one in the first introduction. Here, selecting the base feature type. Okay. What do you mean by selecting the base feature type? That means when you create your first sketch, like this, file, new, you create your first sketch, and you choose to do like this one, this shape. Okay. Based on your model, you need to know what option you need to do. Do you need to make extrude? Do you need to make revolve? This one around this axis, let's say 30. You need to do like this. Or do you need to make, see, this is extrude, this is revolve. Or you need to do loft or sweep. Which option you need? Based on the drawing. Okay, loft provide me so I can understand how to use it. I will tell you. If I go to origin and go to this work plane, I right click and make it visible. And I go to construction and click on this one. and press on this work plane and hold up like this. And choose 10. Okay? And go again to this work plane and go 8. Start with the sketch here in this one and create, let's say, circle. Finish. Go here, start to the sketch here and create rectangle or anything like this. Finish. Do you think I can create a 3D model using this sketch? Yes, I can go to something called loft. I can choose the first profile, the second profile, the third profile. And the software will automatically create 3D model using these profiles. So now I have different variation of options. I have extrude, which give me only height. I have revolve, which make the parts revolve. I have loft. What loft does for me is connect profiles. In this area, how I know how many profiles I have? In the loft here, you click on plus icon, you will find sketch 1, sketch 2, sketch 3. What if I want to change any one of them? You can go right click, edit sketch. Change this one. Finish. That's it. You can go to the circle, right click, edit sketch. Change. Finish. Okay. What if I want to change the height of the, you go to work plane. See here, work plane number 2. Under this one, work plane number 1. If you go right click, edit dimension, and change this one to 20, to 15. This will become higher. Go to this one, edit dimension. Make this one 20. It will become higher. Now the sketch that you created is moved up. The last sketch is moved with the work plane up. Okay? So this is called loft. So we finish revolve, extrude, and loft. What sweep is, I'll delete the loft. They told me, do you want to keep the sketch? I will keep the sketches. I will delete the second sketch. I will delete the third sketch. I will keep this one. Okay? I will delete the work plane. I don't need it. And the other one. Okay. The sweep is, it's like this shape. It needs profile to the sketch and it needs path. And the path should be perpendicular to the profile. So I choose work plane here that is perpendicular to this work plane. I go to start to the sketch and then I choose, let's say, spline, arc, anything. Let's say spline or let's say arc. I start from here. I go as an example here and I do like this. Finish. I sweep. Okay. To choose profile and curve. See? What it does is it take the sketch and move it along the profile, along the path. Okay, can I create like this path? You can, but sometimes you get fail result. As an example, this one, I think it will fail. Yes, why? Because the sketch has to be perpendicular, the starting of the sketch. This one is not perpendicular. It will become horizontal with the other sketch, with this sketch. Okay, so what to do, let me delete the sweep just to show you. I will keep the sketches. I will go here to this sketch, right click, edit sketch. I will modify it. I will go to spline, let's say. I will choose like this. Even I can make round here. I can delete this one. See, this is the first sketch. I want to make it round. I finish. I should sweep. if you notice, the starting of the sketch is perpendicular to the profile, the path. But later, if you move that along, it's not a problem. The good thing about the sweep, you can go to the sweep edit feature, and you can change taper, twist, like say 45 degree, or it will not accept the 20 degree. It will twist the part 20 degree, like this one. If you see here, it twisted. Okay, so we learn sweep, but it's not our target until now to learn sweep. Your first lab will be not regarding sweep or loft or even revolve. You only will going to focus on extrude. Your, I think, first 7 labs or 8 labs only extrude. No revolve, no loft, no sweep. Okay. Editing sketch feature. I'll show you how to edit. Right click and edit. Sketch visibility. You can go anytime here to this sketch and right click, toggle here the visibility, so it will remain visible to you if you want it. If you don't want it, I usually don't want it, so I take visibility off, which is sketch visibility. Edit sketch, edit feature. You can go here, right click and edit feature, and I show you how to do it. Change the sketch plane. Look at me here. You are having this part. If I did by mistake while I viewing the part like this, how can I return back to the original view? I click on the home. So this is my original view. But what if my design is wrong? I created the design in the ground, but it shouldn't be on the ground. It shouldn't be. I created my drawing on XZ. It should be on YZ. It's not on XZ. I don't need to delete all this one. I just go here to right click edit sketch and call redefine. And I go to XY and click here. Accept. So the part will become vertical instead of horizontal. Okay? Sometimes you have error regarding the constraint, like work plane, like edit sketch. You need to see what error they have, what error you will get as an example dimension, and sometimes it works with you. In this case, the error is not affecting the drawing. So again, one more time, redefine, and I will choose this one, or redefine again this one. Okay, so how to change the sketch plane from redefine. Practice 2A, they are giving you practice here to create. Okay, I will give you now drawing, and I want you to start using the Autodesk Inventor now and create the first drawing. Okay, I will see what dimension they have. Okay, they have like this dimension. This exercise, I will show it to you now. They want you to start like this. Rectangle with dimension 21.956 and 16.9, and make this one half around the center point. Okay, I want to start with this one. They are changing it. No, they are changing it. Make it 26 by 20 and make 13 from the center and 10 from the center. That means your rectangle should be aligned in the center. Okay, I want you to do this task, and then we will talk about something else. After you finish, you have to give it 10 height. Yani once you are here, you finish the sketch and you go to extrude. You give it height. The height is 10. Okay? So this is our first lecture for today. Exercise 2B, create another geometry, but it's also the same. In this PDF, they step by step showing you how to create it. They give you dimension. They give you how to do it. Okay.